All right, good day to you all, my viewers. Good day to you all. In this video, I'm going to give you some other likely questions that are going to come out in 2023 WAEC mathematics paper. So this video is a subsequent video to the previous video I made having the same tag. I want to urge you to subscribe to this channel if you have not done so. Hit the notification bell so that whenever any video is uploaded on this channel, you'll be among the first set of people to have it. Now let's take the first question. As we can have it stated on the board, an amount of 550,000 naira was realized when the principal X was saved at 2% simple interest for 5 years. Find the value of X. He has to find the value of X. Now, to solve this, first and foremost, let's have the definition of simple interest. Simple interest is defined as principal P times rate times what? Times time. Okay, all over 100. Okay, and in this question we have amount A to be equal to 550,000 naira. Okay, then we have rate R to be equal to 2%. Okay, then we have time T to be equal to 5 years. Okay, so inserting this value into this now, we have P, which is principal, to be represented by X in the question. So therefore, simple interest is equal to X multiplied by rate, which is 2, multiplied by time, which is 5, everything all over 100. And from here we have 2 times 5, that will give you 10, and 10 divided by 100, that will be what? That will be 0. That will be equal to 0.1. 0.1 times X, of course you know that is 2 times 5, which is 10, times X, that will be 10X. 10X divided by 100, that will be 0.1X. Okay, therefore our simple interest is equal to 0.1X. But don't forget that amount A, okay, amount A is equal to interest or simple interest plus principal. Okay, amount S is equal to interest plus principal. So therefore, what is our amount as given in the question? We have 550,000 naira. Of course, let's leave what do you call it? The units now. So 550 equal to the simple interest, which is 0.1x, plus the principal, which is x. Okay, and this is equals, this give us, or this implies that 550,000 naira equal to 0.1 plus 1, everything into brackets, to factor out x. Okay, so that 0.1 plus 1, that will give us 0.1 plus 1 will give us 1.1. 1.1x equal to 550,000. Okay, and dividing both sides by 1.1, we have x to be equal to 550,000, okay, divided by 1.1, and that will give us x to be equal to 500,000. Of course, in naira, 500,000 naira. That is the answer. Now let's take the second question. Okay, the second question is stated as, given that root 3 plus root 5 all over root 5 equal to x plus y root 15. Find the value of x plus y. In other words, find x plus y. Okay, how do we find x plus y? Don't forget, we want to the first thing we do is to do something to this particular part of this equation, so that it will be in form of the others, the other parts. Okay, we want to do something to this as to be in form of this. And what do we do to it? Let's look at what we can do to it. We have root 3 plus root 5, okay, all over root 5. And if you multiply this expression, by 5 all over root 5, don't forget, root 5 all over root 5 is equal to 1, and automatically 1 is here. 1 is here before, but it's not written. So therefore, if you multiply this particular expression by root 5 all over root 5, Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. We have not changed anything. Okay? So that this will be equal to 3 times, of course, you can put this in bracket, 3 times, root 3 times root 5. That will give you root 15. Okay? Root 5 times root 5. That will give you plus 5. Okay? Because root 5 times root 5 is the same thing as 5 raised to power half times 5 raised to power half, and that will give you 5 raised to power half plus half. Half plus 5 is the same thing as half plus half is the same thing as 1. So we have 5 raised to power 1, which is the same thing as 5. Okay? And root 5 times root 5 will give you 5. Okay? So that this will be equal to 5 plus root 15. Sorry, root 15. 5 plus root 15, everything all over 5, which will be equal to, of course, you can separate this to be 5 all over 5 plus root 15 all over 5, which will be equal to 5 over 5 will be 1 plus root 15 all over, of course, you can write it as 1 all over 5 root 15. Now, comparing it with this side, this part of the equation, this implies that x is equal to 1 and y is equal to, of course, y is in front of root 15, just as we are having 1 all over 5 in front of root 15 here. So y is equal to 1 all over 5. Now, y is that number that is in front of root 15. Okay? And with this comparison, we have x plus y into bracket to be equal to 1 plus 1 all over 5, which is equal to 1 over 5. So, can you see how simple it is? Now, let's take a look at question number 3, okay, which is stated as if x is equal to 3 and y equal to -1, we are asked to evaluate 2 into brackets x squared minus y squared. Okay, now applying the concept of difference of 2 squared, we have 2 multiplied by x squared minus y squared all in brackets to be equal to 2 multiplied by x minus y into brackets, open brackets, x plus y, close brackets. Okay, this is equal to 2 into brackets. Now let's put in the value given to x and y in the question, so that we have x to be equal to 3 minus y, which is equal to -1. Okay, then 3 plus -1. Okay, so that we have 2 into brackets. Minus times minus, that will be plus, and plus 3 plus 1, that will give us 4. Okay, then we have plus times minus, that will be minus, plus 3 minus 1, that will give us 2. So we have 2. Okay, so that we have 2 into brackets. 4 times 2, that will be 8. Okay, that will be 16. So final answer. Now let's take a look at question number 4. We have to solve 3x minus 2y equal to 10 and x plus 3y equal to 7 simultaneously. Now let's arrange this equation one after the other. Let's arrange them one after the other. So that we have 3x minus 2y equal to 10. Call it equation 1. And we have x plus 3y equal to 7. Call it equation 2. Okay? Now, going by the way of elimination, we want to eliminate x as a variable. So, what do? We multiply the whole equation 1 by the coefficient of x in equation 2. That's the whole equation 1 multiplied by 1. And the whole equation 2 multiplied by the coefficient of x in equation 1. So that we have the whole equation 2 multiplied by 3. So, if you do that, this will give you equation 1 will replicate itself. We repeat itself as same as it is, because equation 1 multiplied by 1. So we have 3x minus 2y equal to 10. Call this equation 3, of course, for clarity purpose. Now equation 2 multiplied by 3, this will be 3 times x, 3x plus 3y times 3, that will give us 9y, okay? And 7 times 3, that will give us 21, okay? Call this equation 4. So subtract equation 3 from equation 4. Subtract equation 3 from equation 4, so that we have so that we have so that we have 3x minus 3x, that will give us 0. And 9y minus 2y, that will give us 11y, okay? And 21 minus 10, that will give us 11. And from here we have our y to be equal to 11 divided by 11, which is 1, okay? And since we have our y to be equals to 1, we substitute the value of y into equation 1 or 2. Let's use equation 2 now. Let's substitute the value of y into equation 2, so that we have equation 2 to implies that x is equal to, x plus 3 into bracket the value of y, which is 1, equal to 7, okay? Equal to 7, okay? Equal to 7. And from here we make x subject of formula, so that we have 3 times 1 is equal to 3, and taking 3 from here to this side, it will be minus 3. 7 minus 3, that will give us 4. So our x is equal to 4. So therefore x is equal to 4, comma y equals to 1. That's the final answer. Now let's take a look at question number 5. So as it is given, stated on the board, the first term of a geometric progression is 3, and the fifth term is 48. We have to find the common ratio, okay? We have to find the common ratio. Don't forget, the definition for the last time of a geometric progression is given as T, let me say TL, okay, TL, okay, which is equals to, sorry, let me say Tn, which is equals to the product of the first thing, which is A, and the ratio raised to power n minus 1, okay? The product of the first term and the ratio raised to power the numbers of terms minus 1, okay? Now, let's now look at the values we are given in this equation. In this question, rather. We are given the first term, which is A, to be equals to, A is equals to 3. This geometric progression has 5 terms. So the numbers of terms is equals to 5, okay? N is equals to 5. Therefore, n minus 1 is equal to 4. So therefore, our T5 is equals to what? A times R raised to power 4, okay? And the question is that we are given the first term to be equal to 3, okay? First term to be equal to 3. So we have the fifth term to be equal to 48, as it is given in the question, and the first term to be equal to 3. Then we have to find the common ratio, okay? To find the common ratio, just divide both sides by 3. We have 48 divided by 3. Of course, 3 in 4, that will be 1, remainder 1. So 3 in 18, that's 6. So 48 divided by 3 will give you 16. And we have 3 cancel 3 here. So we have 16 equals to R raised to power 4. And taking the fourth root of both sides, we have fourth root, we cancel power 4. So that fourth root of 16 will be what? Will be 2. Therefore, R is equals to 2. And our R is noted as notes that R implies common ratio, okay?